Now, the New South Wales Police Commissioner has banned protests in Sydney for the next 2 weeks after new laws were urgently passed through Parliament. Crystal Wu has the details from Bondi.
Within hours of the Bondi massacre on December 14, the Police Commissioner declared that incident a terror attack. Lanyon has now temporarily restricted protests in public areas following that declaration. Public assemblies across the southwest, northwest and central metropolitan policing areas have been banned for 14 days. During this period, no protests can be authorised and Form 1 applications will not be accepted. The Police Commissioner says this is a time for community to come together and to show respect and courtesy. It's not a time for large public assemblies and division. In the immediate aftermath of the attack at Bondi last week, further protest activity would aggravate fear and divisiveness in the community at a time when we need to build safety and confidence. The declaration will be reviewed and can be extended every 2 weeks for up to 3 months.
The Police Commissioner was open to make that designation once the legislation had passed the Parliament. I'm grateful that he's done it, but it was his decision and I back it 100%. We just can't have a situation at the moment where mass protests rip apart our social cohesion. We've got an obligation to pull people together right now, and this is the right call.
The urgent passing of the legislation means police have the authority to remove face coverings worn by people suspected of committing offences. In Bondi, police patrols will be continued under Operation Shelter, as they have since the terror attack. Along with routine patrols, an increased police presence is aimed at providing added reassurance to the community.
Feels very strange and very eerie, but I think overall, like the Christmas spirit, people are out here with also very positive vibes, a lot of Santa hats and things. So it's good to see the community bouncing back from what is obviously quite sad.
Obviously, you can't deny what's happened, and then it is a little bit eerie. But overall, I think it's just great to see everybody still out and about and not staying away from Bondi. And obviously, you don't want to think the worst or think anything else has happened, but it's good to see that they're putting a lot of people in place and just making people feel safe.
Our Big Kitchen is a Bondi-based community kitchen that hosts a Christmas lunch at the RSL every year. This year, it almost didn't go ahead.
Sebastian, who's been putting it together, called me shortly after the terror attacks, saying he thinks that we should cancel the event this year, seeing it wasn't so much out of a security concern, it was more mood of the people. And I said, Sebastian, if we've done it in the past, this year we're going to do it more and more. We have to increase rather than decrease. Why should somebody who would otherwise not have a place to have a lunch miss out on having that lunch?
It's been windy and overcast, slightly cooler than it has been over the past week. The mild temperature, though, hasn't stopped people from coming to the beach. It's a sign the community here are taking comfort in a familiar routine.